recently there was a Amish horse and buggy like stolen from a Walmart, like hijacked, which is just like the funniest shit to me. Like, who was like running around Walmart, like breaking into cars and shit? And they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take this one." like, like I just imagine some like hood ass dude rocking the horse and buggy, pulling up to his like friend's crib. He's like, "Look what I just took. I just hit a lick. I got a horse now." This is episode 91 of the Scheuneman Show. We're here with the legendary, goated, viral Bob and Quandot for, well, before the episode started, we were just talking about, this is our third episode because I think first time we met was at Ohio Fest.
Yeah.
At Ohio Fest, I think we had just one episode there. And I think we also had like a couple of your friends on there too. And then that was a chunk of like a bunch of interviews that we did that night. And then after Ohio Fest, we kind of started like planning out different times for you to come on, doing like photo shoots and shit. And shit's been chill ever since. And then like, I think it was only like maybe a month, maybe not even, until you came back on again. And then, yeah, so this is the third one. Because I think the second time you came on, we did it in the kitchen at Bob's house.
Yeah.
And
Third time.
Unfortunately, that episode, something was wrong with the audio. So it'll be, the third time's the charm, because now the audio will be nice.
Yes, sir.
Even though, for people watching, unfortunately, we have one teammate missing in action. Marquise has got to deal with some family stuff, but he'll be back next week. But shit, you've got an album coming out soon, don't you?
Yup. Dropping in February 24th.
Oh, so you got a date and everything. Okay, do you have a title for it yet?
Yeah, it's called Walk Hard Music.
All right, yeah. So that's another thing we were talking about before. You were posting some stuff on your Instagram, and I was pretty positive that that's the project you had told me about, but yeah, so I fuck with that cover art. You were going to send it to me, but yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I'm still sending it to you. I just got high.
Yeah, I got a sneak peek, y'all. So a couple things also. We've got Bob on here, and I think it'll be fun to have you kind of take the reins on a bit of the interview, because I think it'd be interesting and funny to see the direction you go with it. Funny, yeah, because you're a funny guy. Sometimes you're funny and you know you're being funny. Sometimes you're just funny because of your existence and all.
Because I'm old?
Not just because you're old. I mean, Dot, do you know how would you know how to explain it to him? Like
Yeah, it's just like for some reason, older people are kind of like funnier nowadays.
especially when they have the balls to say some shit. Like, it sounds different coming from you than it does from me.
Well, when you get older, you lose a lot of your filter, and I didn't have a whole lot of filter in the first place.
Yeah.
So, but it's nice to be here.
Yeah, we're in Dot's crib, the mansion. Dude, if you lose filter when you get older, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like, because it's weird. When I was like really young, not that I am young now, but when I was even younger, I had like zero filter. Now I still don't have much of a filter, but it's a little bit more. But like still a level that's so low that I'm wondering how it could get any lower than what it's been in the past.
Well, a lot of folks, when you go through a whole life, you got to make compromises sometimes to get over and get by. And you can't always say what's on your mind because you got responsibilities and whatnot. But I typically said what was on my mind. You grew up with me, so you know that.
Yeah, I mean, you also used to be like a hippie protester as well. So
well, that too.
That's all about speaking your mind, too.
That's some history. I know there's some stories there. But,
yeah, what did you, maybe you could tell Dot, like, because I also forget a bit, too. Like, at one point, were you, like, throwing dead rats at, like, a president's car or something?
Well, don't spill all those beans. I'll tell you just how old I am because I went to Nixon's second inauguration, and there was that was back in a rough time.
Was Nixon a good guy or a bad guy?
He was not a good guy.
When was that?
It was the inauguration was in '73, so he was on his way in and out. But it was an active protest world back then. There were lots of young people that were into politics and didn't like what he was doing, and there was civil rights and Vietnam and all kinds of stuff going on. And there was a bunch of people that went to protest the inauguration, and that was back. I was in a group called SDS, Students for a Democratic Society.
Too. Bob's got a gang.
Well, that was a national group. I was just part of it, a small part, but they were a pretty radical group back then, and they did some serious stuff and they did some funny stuff too. But I remember when we got to the inauguration. We met up with where they were located, and they gave us these plastic baggies that had dead rats in them.
Jesus.
They were small rats. They weren't
little mice or like
no, they're mice, rats.
They was alive or
no, they were dead. They were dead.
Okay.
But we always called Nixon a rat back then, and so we were throwing rats at the inauguration parade. So that's kind of. I think back on it now. That's kind of.
So wait, did he get impeached or something?
No, he quit because he got busted in Watergate.
I was gonna say Nixon was Watergate, right?
Nixon was Watergate.
He was the president.
Yeah.
Damn,
But we got into plenty of mischief back then.
I want to know the guy. Like, who was the guy that was tasked with like collecting rats and then killing them?
Well, I think you probably got them from a pet store or something where
that's
they were already dead, probably. I don't know. That wasn't my job, thankfully.
PETA says they consider like if you have a pet, they consider it like as good as dead already. Like PETA is obviously the group that's like all about like animal activism or whatever the hell, but they have this whole thing where they don't believe in pets, and if apparently I've heard from quite a few people that like if.
How can they not believe in pets?
However, like if they're able to like get a hold of your pet or like for whatever reason they like have the opportunity, apparently they'll like execute pets on site.
Well, PETA's supposed to be.
That's the thing that's weird about it.
There's a group that kills pets.
So PETA, you know what PETA is, right?
Nah, I don't.
Okay, so PETA is like a group of. I'll probably butcher this, no pun intended, but PETA is like a group of people who stand up for like. I don't know if you'd say animal rights.
Yeah,
but like,
that's what they're into.
They like, for example, they don't believe that any clothes should be worn or made using animal products. They're probably all like vegan type shit. Like anything that involves the death of an animal or the mistreatment of an animal, they hate. Like zoos, for example. Yeah. So they're a pretty well-known group all about that. Like they've done shit like find people who are, I don't know, who produce leather goods, for example, and they'll just like throw a bucket of like fake or real animal blood on them and like call them like a murderer because they use like leather and shit.
Or wearing furs and stuff.
They'll find the person that made it, or like
just someone wearing it.
If they can, like or they'll either see somebody wearing it, fuck with them, or like I'm sure the higher ups in the groups like try to organize like ways that they can find like executives who like play a part in the stuff that they don't approve of, and then they'll try and like find them and fuck with them, or like what Dad did with Nixon, like just throwing dead rats at them. Except with PETA, they'd probably like a thing they're known for is the bucket of blood, which is crazy. But what I was saying is I talked to this pet shop owner, and he specialized in like reptiles, and I don't know like if you got I don't know why you would know, but apparently reptiles in Ohio as pets are being like, there's like a war being waged against people's rights to like own reptiles as pets. Yeah. And apparently pets in general, this guy was saying. So PETA is like trying their best to stop the ability to have pets because they believe that once you've like, once you've domesticated an animal and like have them as a pet, they like consider them like they're no good anymore. Like you've already ruined their life because they're domesticated. If they can't live out in the wild because of them being your pet, then their life has been taken from them. So they like will kill them to put them out of their misery. Apparently that's what the more like radical PETA people will do.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of crazy.
I had this like
that's wild.
45-minute conversation with this pet store owner about how like he goes to court all the time to like fight for the people's rights to have pets, and he was claiming that like in the next couple of years you won't be able to have even cats and dogs. Like,
Well, because he was the guy, wasn't he? That because for reptiles, for snakes and stuff, they eat live mice, and so you go to the pet store to buy a live mouse to feed your snake.
yeah, which is crazy to see.
Yeah,
It is, but that's how those animals live.
Oh no, I know, but like,
I mean,
and
it's-
some of them will not eat like a already killed one.
No,
or,
it's
like
got
a
to be
frozen one.
right.
One of my exes used to have a snake, and so I've firsthand seen like the feeding of a snake, and it's pretty wild to see because you pick out a little mouse knowing where it's gonna end up, and then you drop it in the cage, and then as soon as it's hungry, it just like strikes at it and like
Right.
swallows that shit whole. It's really weird.
It is kind of hard to see that,
That's
but
the only thing they eat though.
pretty much live little rodents and animals like that. But if you eat hamburger, or chicken, that was an animal that was alive once, and so Anyway, we've fallen down a rabbit hole here.
In this podcast, I don't believe in rabbit holes. It's slightly ADHD mixed with a little bit of direction, but shit, what was it? Oh yeah, we were talking about being old and having less of a filter, which brings me to one question that I actually already had prepared for the both of you. What do you guys think happens after you die? You guys you believe in an afterlife? You believe in?
Yeah, I believe in the afterlife.
It's like is it like a specific like religious kind of afterlife, or are you like uncertain and you think that like it's just in general there's got to be something?
I feel like it's just like you to go two places. You feel me?
Yeah, I was the thing that made me start wondering about this was, or write it down as a question for today is, I was recently listening to this podcast. It was a This Past Weekend podcast, and he had a near-death experience specialist on, where they like go through like thousands and thousands of like firsthand experiences with like near-death experiences.
Yeah.
And apparently from his research, like, and it's not even like religious. It's just like talking about how all these people who have near-death experiences, they all report like the same thing, and it's not even really like a heaven or hell kind of thing. It's all like more of the same, where it's like when it's a near-death experience, they like feel completely at peace and like they're like have an out-of-body experience where they can like look down on like their body and they're kind of like floating around and shit, and like a lot of them will talk about like having the option to either go back to their life or stay where they're at, where they like feel all this peace. But it was just an interesting thing I heard on a podcast, and I don't know enough to like really dive into it. But the one interesting thing that I heard was this blind girl had a near-death experience, and when she had hers, she like in her experience she had sight. But it wasn't like our sight. It was like 360 all around sight. Like she could see like everything, like in front of her, behind her, to the side, above, and it was like all encapsulated into this one like sense.
Yeah.
And then when she came back to life, they were like asking her about what happened, and she told him about how like she could see for the first time because she was born blind, and she was explaining it to the specialist, and he was like, oh well, just so you know, like that's not how we see. Like we see in like a almost like a slice of pie kind of vision, like outwards in front of us. And she like laughed. She was like, that's crazy, that's some bitch ass sight.
Yeah.
But
Where'd you see this shit on YouTube?
yeah, this is on YouTube. So Theo Vaughn does a podcast. It's called This Past Weekend, and Theo Vaughn's a comedian. He's like the funniest person ever. He says some shit that like makes all the sense but no sense at the same time. He's impossible to describe.
You just send that to me because my girl, she be watching stuff like that, and like when I get high, I be watching stuff like that.
Yeah, it's perfect video to watch when you're high because it's crazy to hear. Like Like I know Bob's not too religious, but it had that's the interesting thing about it. It was that it had nothing to do with religion. It was just like all of these people, religious or not, like reported like the same kind of experience, and it really had nothing to do with like it was so much bigger and more complex than like the like your everyday religion, and it wasn't like pinned down to one or the other. But yeah, I'll definitely send it to you.
But yeah, on the pizza topic though, yeah, Jets is like good, bro. I ain't gonna beat you.
I do like Jets.
Yeah, so we're back, and yeah, so it's interesting though, because so he just ordered pizza for those who don't know, but I love Jets. It's like probably one of my top 3 chains, but like I don't think I've ever had anything other than deep dish from Jets. Like I just tried that, and that's great. But have you had the deep dish from there?
I think so. It was cut up in squares.
Yeah, because that's what they're known for, and it gets a little confusing sometimes because there's deep dish Detroit, and then there's deep dish Chicago, and I used to really like deep dish Chicago, but I honestly think deep dish Detroit is a little better in my opinion, which is what Jets is. It's Detroit style.
The Chicago, it's you eat 2 bites and you're full.
It's a pie. It's literally like a pie. Like people call pizza pies and shit, but like you really mean it when you eat a Chicago pizza.
Yeah. What's like the difference between all of them?
Okay, so well first of all, what do you have a preference like what your favorite kind? I'll list through them, and then you'll tell me what your favorite kind is. So there's New York, and New York is like thin pizza and
Big as hell.
what?
Ain't they big?
Yeah, like a big ass slice, but it's a thin pizza. And then I sometimes get this mixed up, but I think this is right. And Dad, you can confirm. And a New York pizza, it's big slices, thin, but then the crust is usually like thick, like a breadstick.
Like soft type shit.
Yeah,
The edge of it, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah, it's a little thicker. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they fold. You fold it.
It's meant to be like
that's
folded up.
That's what I be doing. I roll it up. Type shit.
Yeah, I love doing that. So that's New York. And then there's Detroit, which is Jets. Their typical like square. It's like it is deep dish, but it's Detroit style deep dish, and it's like a square slice that's like way thicker, and it almost eats like a I don't know how to explain it, but it's got like as far as like the end crust or whatever you would call it, that's like very thin. It's more of like a side of crust, I guess, and like crispy almost.
A lot of oil in it.
Yeah, and almost like fluffy almost. And then so that's Detroit, and then there's Chicago, which is a completely different thing where it's like a big deep dish pizza and the crust around it is usually like kind of it's like a wall of crust that's like slightly thick, and then
Dense, really dense.
yeah, really dense, and it's like layered. So the main thing about the Chicago is like I think its sauce goes on top, and then cheese underneath the sauce, and then underneath the cheese is typically like
the meats and shit.
That
makes sense, bro.
And then I think they put another layer of cheese and sauce underneath that.
I need to try that.
Dude, it's if you get the right kind of Chicago pizza, it is really good, but it's almost like a different thing from pizza. Like it's the same ingredients, but it feels really different.
You pretty much have to eat it with a fork and knife.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And you can really like Dad
So
said.
it's basically like upside down almost.
Yeah, it's like formed upside down, but like it still has that base that'll
Like the
keep it
pizza
together.
base, but everything else is like reversed.
Yeah, exactly. But the
Yeah.
reason he's saying the fork and knife bit is because it's just so much. Like it's easy to spill and like move around.
Waste and shit, yeah.
But shit was like, oh yeah, you can eat 2 slices and that can be like a meal. So if you
Easy.
get and it's typically more expensive because of that. But like you can get a Chicago style pizza and then like 2 slices will do you the same as probably like half of a New York style pizza. Because and I've also noticed this. Well, first of all, yeah, what answered my question? What would your favorite kind of pizza be? I think I got them all right.
Yeah.
And then there's like Donato's. I don't know what you call that. I think that's like bar pizza.
Yeah, I fuck with the first one in New York, but I want to try that Chicago because that's probably better.
Dude, we should next time we link up or something, we'll have to do that. If we're maybe we'll make it a thing of each time you come on the podcast next, we'll order a pizza and try different ones. People can like recommend in the comments or some shit.
What pizza we should get? Yeah.
Yeah, but I already know. Next time we'll have to make this a thing now because now I want you to come on again and we'll get Giordano's. That's like a
That's downtown.
What's up?
It's downtown. I heard of that before.
There's a couple of them. They just got to Ohio a few years ago. There's one in Polaris, and I think there's a couple others. But to us in Ohio, that's like pretty authentic Chicago pizza. But to local Chicagoans, they consider that's like the
like bootleg almost.
Kind of like basic, like I don't want to like a chain.
It's like Papa John's.
Yeah. So they consider it a chain, but it's like more rare. But first time I had it was in Chicago, and that was my first experience with Chicago pizza, and it's really good. I think you'd probably like it, but like I said, it's so different.
You said one in Polaris. I'm gonna go try that tomorrow almost.
Yeah, dude. There's one in Polaris. It's a bit pricey, but you got rapper money, you'll be all right. So yeah, I think. I go back and forth. I used to think Chicago was my favorite. I would say probably it's really close between Detroit or New York for me. What about you, Dad?
I like the Detroit style. I like the Jets deep dish, which I think is kind of a Detroit style pizza. It's just a good crust, it's just good basic pizza.
Yeah. And we've also learned something, Bob and I. As far as frozen pizzas go, where do you go for a frozen pizza, Quandot?
DiGiorno's.
DiGiorno's is all right. So just a tip for everybody. I've noticed that as far as quality and like flavor, I think that your best bet is getting a Detroit or Chicago style frozen pizza, because like every one of them I've gotten seems to be like levels above like a DiGiorno or a Tony's or Tombstone. Like those, I like those other frozen pizzas too, but it just feels like you're actually eating pizza from like a spot.
Yeah. You said Jets got frozen pizzas?
No. Mm-hmm. Jets doesn't have frozen pizzas, but like you can get a deep dish pizza from the grocery store that almost tastes like Jets. Like,
what was that one we had?
Last night, or the one that we typically get, Motor City.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah, which is a Detroit style, and then we got one like the other day.
Screaming somebody.
No, that's Screaming Sicilian is one you've been getting recently as well. But the deep dish one we got the other day, that was like close to Chicago.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what it was called.
Tony's?
No, it wasn't Tony's, because Tony's is like pan pizza. But shit. Yeah.
People keep calling me, bro.
Yeah, I know. I heard your shit blowing up. I'm telling you, rapper shit. But a couple. I'll recommend a couple places, and then we'll get off pizza. But so I got into this big phase of watching. Have you ever heard of what's it called? One Bite Pizza Reviews.
Nah, but I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, so it's pretty popular. It's this Dave Portnoy, the CEO of Barstool Sports. He does this thing in his own time where he goes to all different pizza places and reviews it. And it's called like One Bite Pizza Reviews. He now has his own frozen pizza as well. But I was in a big phase where I was watching those all the time, and it got me like motivated to try and find pizza places around here that are like local and not chains. And I would Saxton's it's Sexton's is a Columbus pizza place. That place is really fucking good. And then there's also Gourmet is in Columbus. A place is really good. It's like a what's it called? Brick oven or stone fired. There's like a kind of cooking method that Gourmet uses. And you get like a really high quality pizza, and I think it's all one size, and it's like $12. Like for the quality you're getting, it feels cheap. And then what's it? Late Night Slice.
Yeah,
Late Night Slice.
I had that before.
Yeah, that's a good New York style pizza. But shit, So with this album,
Yeah,
you said it's walk hard music.
yeah.
Okay. So what would you say, like, can you identify any kind of major changes or differences from this album versus the last album you made or previous music, or is it kind of like the same style and flavor of previous albums?
Nah, I feel like I like experimented more.
Okay, that's fun to
Things I
hear.
wouldn't normally do. You feel me? And like certain beat selections.
Yeah, you can get real creative with the beat selections. That most recent song you dropped, like a single, I keep forgetting the name. Like Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one seemed a little experimental. I noticed, like different things with the beats were going on.
yeah. Like a lot of what's going on this album.
Okay, that's good to hear because I definitely like that song. Um, the other day, this was actually yesterday as well. I pulled up and we were gonna do a little photo shoot, and I was supposed to make it to a music video shoot,
Yeah.
and then I ended up having to meet you up at the studio. And I thought you'd just be recording, but it looked like, were you also recording part of the music video there as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that music video going to be on this album or for this album?
Yeah, it was for that. It's one of the songs called Ready. Like every time I played that particular song to people, they say like that's the one. Like
For a music video?
nah, like that's
Just
the
like
one
their favorite?
Yeah, like song wise type shit. Like they just say like I feel like this one's gonna blow. So and even when I send it to the video dude, because every time I shoot videos, I send the video guy 2 songs and I just tell him like pick between the songs.
Okay, I like
he
that.
said like that's the one too.
So when you pick a music, like a song to do a music video for, do you usually just say, okay, what song do I think is gonna do the best, or do you think of like what song can I think of a video form for, like, you know what I mean, like
Yeah, but
how do you
nah,
pick?
the way I pick is like I don't really base it off what I think is gonna do the best. You feel me? I listen to it, and if you can get a vision to what you're like while you're listening to the song, that's how you should. That's how you know like oh you should shoot a video to that.
Yeah.
Say I make like a song and I just like I listen to it, but I don't really like vision the video. I'm not gonna shoot a video to it, but like if I like hear a song and I'm like, man, I should shoot a video to that. You feel me? That's how you really know. Like when you tell yourself, or if other people tell you, like, bro, you gotta shoot a video to that.
Yeah, no, I get you, because there definitely is like a difference. Like some songs, like they're great, but you really can't, like, it's not. I don't want to say like a steady theme, but or like a plot to it, but like there's something about it where certain songs are just like meant to just be songs, but then something different about the way you make another song might really, it either sounds more like consistent and like maybe like almost like it could have a storyline, or like you could visualize it.
Yeah.
Like you really can, once you listen to a lot of rap music or music in general, you can tell the difference between like a song that could be put into a video form versus one that's just meant to stay as a song.
Hey, you ever seen that video of it's a Drake song, but Justin Bieber was singing the song, like in the video, like he was the main character in the video.
I like it when almost like when J. Cole used Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I want to use Bob.
Dude, we should do that.
That's why I was started to say that, because I was just thinking, I'm like, what if I just have one of the songs on the album, but he's the guy in the video?
Dude,
like,
that would be so fucking awesome.
yeah, and then we can dress him up and like, you feel me, like other shit, like
You'd
shit that we wearing nowadays and shit.
So it would be for a different song than what you were shooting for the other
Yeah.
day. Okay, that
Like
we
lip
should-
syncing that?
Yeah. So I don't know, Dot. You can explain it, or I can.
Go ahead. We could just like both like.
So like with a music video, like they'll have the rapper in the video, like doing whatever is happening in the video. Like just as an example, let's say in your music video, the rapper, who is typically the main character, let's say in the video he's like fucking robbing a store and then driving away and then doing blah 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 blah. So the rapper would be the main character as the song's going, and I mean that's more of like a story based music video, but like, and then they'll like lip sync periodically It'll go back and forth between like him doing some shit that goes with the music to him like lip syncing the song like to the camera,
That's funny.
like breaking the fourth wall. But then, so with this music video, it would be like obviously him. He's the song, like that's his music,
Right.
But then you're the character in the the video.
Yeah.
That would be
So
sick.
basically like this. Too. I would basically have nothing to do with the video. You get what I'm saying? Like I would basically have nothing to do with it.
But it'd be your music, your
you're the
vocals.
main
Yeah.
character.
That's funny.
Yeah, like you'd plan
Really
the
close to
video,
story.
but you wouldn't be in it.
I could really do this too. I could have you and Marquise as the main characters. Like,
Or we could just be like side characters. I like the idea of Bob being like either you or just the main character.
He should be the main character, and y'all should just be his side character.
Yeah, like we'll just pop in for a second, or like if we need like I keep blanking on words. Not backdrop, but extras. If we need extras, like me, Marquise, or even you, to be the extras, but Bob will be the main character. Yeah, dude, that's sick. I'm glad we caught this in the podcast.
You're crazy.
Oh,
be
dude, I
lit.
bet he's down.
It's gonna go viral too, cause they're gonna be like, bro, who? And that's what I'm saying. Like, we can build your Instagram from that, cause they're gonna be wondering like, who is this dude?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, they'll be wondering, all right.
dude, you'll be
But, you know, I'm down to help anything.
you'll be the new and improved Auntie Gail.
Yeah.
And I mean, with all due respect to everybody, but I don't want to throw shade, but you'll be much better than Auntie Gail.
I don't know about all that, but
Shit, like that'll be sick. Get thinking about what song you want to do that for, and then we'll start planning.
Tonight when I do my listening, cause I listen to the whole thing like all the way through.
Yeah,
Every time I like just go chill in the bathroom, just go listen to the whole thing. So I'm gonna see. I think I got a feeling of which one. So.
that'll be great, dude. Yeah, we'll get started on that. So, stay tuned, guys. So one day soon, you'll be seeing Bob in a music video. And we'll get him wearing like Scheuneman and shit, and then we'll also get like a fit that just goes to the video and shit. But
Then at the end of the video, I'll just pop up.
yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna make
it'll
sense.
depend what plot you want for the video, how we can maneuver you into it. But I'm sure we could do some funny shit with like how you are like pop up in the end.
That would be hard.
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
okay.
Let me close this door. My bad.
That's great. Oh shit. So really quick, after I tell you this story, Dad, I want to hear some of your. We'll transition into a bit of a Bob interview, but which I don't want to overstate that. Like that doesn't mean I'm just gonna be out of the episode, but like I want to hear Bob lead the interview. Anyway, I have a couple of little news story things that I wanted to tell you guys both, but I think this first one Bob might find intriguing. So I don't know if either of you.
Is this going to piss me off?
I mean, maybe, but like it shouldn't. It won't piss you off in a way where you're gonna like be personally angry. I think it's like the story. You know, when you hear something that like, I mean, Bob's not a huge Trump fan, so just as an example, like when you hear something stupid that Trump says, it'll piss you off in that way.
Okay.
Not piss you off in a way like, oh, Julian got arrested type of way.
Yeah.
But
Wait, did you get arrested?
no, I'm
Well, the
good.
night's young, but no.
I'm not. I'm not going to court anytime soon. But so recently, this pastor got arrested. Right? He runs an
seen that,
online
bro.
church. You saw this?
About he said the Lord told him to.
Yeah. Don't spoil it. All right. So this pastor has an online church. He's like the head of it. Blah blah blah. And he recently got arrested or sued or whatever because he like practically stole like $1.3 million in this cryptocurrency scam. And when he was asked about it, he was like, the Lord told me to do this. The Lord told, like, these are quotes. He was like, the Lord told me that this is the crypto to bring wealth to all of my followers. So,
Was he sharing the wealth?
well, so the thing is, cryptocurrency, there's like 1 million of them out there. And it's, Bitcoin, right?
Yes.
So the whole idea is like you buy a Bitcoin, and then the idea is like the value will go up like a stock, and then you'll get rich off of it. So now you have all these people who either make a crypto or are involved in a crypto or find a crypto, and they try to put people onto it like, hey, buy this, and you'll get rich off of it. It'll be just like Bitcoin. And usually when it comes to a scam in crypto, like those people who are recommending that crypto usually have something to do with the money they'll get some sort of back end from people buying it. So he was recommending to all these people at his church, buy this coin. God told me that it's going to make everybody wealthy. It's like the God chosen coin. And so it turned out to be a big surprise, bullshit, and nobody made any money. And they ended up finding out that like he was involved in like the creation of it, or was getting some sort of back end. So he scammed all of these people. And like when the big like news headline thing that everybody's talking about is not only was it 1.3 million, but when he was asked about it, he had the balls to be like, "Yeah, God told me it's okay." God, like,
I don't think God told him that.
yeah, no, I don't think so either. I think he might be capping, but it's funny because it's not the first time I've heard like some like dirty pastor like falling back on like, oh well, God.
Yeah, blaming it on God.
Yeah, he's like, God told me to do
God
this.
wants me to have this jet.
Yeah, exactly. That's like a quote, I think it is.
Like, what did you think you gonna get out of less trouble by saying that or something?
Yeah, dude. You think you like God's gonna save you when you like hide behind him? Like, but yeah, I don't know if you heard what Bob just said. There's actually like, there's a shit ton of like huge, like rich as fuck pastors who will like there's one famous one that like has a private jet and got like a lot of shit for it, because I don't know how godly or religious it is to like
Flex or something.
have a fucking private jet.
Yeah.
But I think it's just like something feels wrong about being like insanely rich from like preaching. But anyway, yeah, like he got a lot of shit for having a private jet, and he literally like went out on TV and was like, "Listen, God wants me to fly in private. God wants me to have caviar at 1,000 miles."
I seen that. Yeah, I seen that.
It's antithetical to the Christian ethic. You know, it's not what they're teaching.
Yeah, it's kind of backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. There was this is like a really quick one, but apparently recently there was a Amish horse and buggy like stolen from a Walmart, like hijacked, which is just like the funniest shit to me. Like, who was like running around Walmart, like breaking into cars and shit, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take this one." Like I just imagine some like hood ass dude rocking the horse and buggy, pulling up to his like friend's crib. He's like, "Look what I just took. I just hit a lick. I got a horse now."
Don't mess with the Amish.
No, dude, they'll come after you. They'll build a nuke in like 2.3
A wooden nuke.
hours. I wonder what an Amish nuke would look like. Just a lot of nails and tannerite or something. But
hot.
Go ahead.
These wings hot.
What kind of wings do you get?
Shit spicy hot.
I like hot sauce.
Yeah, I fuck with it too.
Do you like boneless or traditional?
Traditional.
Yeah, okay, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, I feel like boneless is like weird for some reason.
It's like fake chicken.
Yeah.
It feels like they got the chicken off their elbows or something. Like,
I'm a chicken guy. I eat chicken like 4 times a week.
you got to, dude.
Probably more than there.
It should be part of the core diet.
You know I do.
Yeah, Bob lives off of chicken because he's all about.
I swear I literally live off chicken. Like,
yeah, dude.
whenever my girl asks me, what do you want to eat? I say the same thing every time.
Yeah, chicken.
You ever go to Carfagna's and get it?
So where?
Carfagna's,
What's that?
the butcher shop up at Polaris. It's
I am. And no, they had a butcher shop in.
huge. It's, you know where Costco is?
Mm-hmm.
Right next to Costco.
I'm going to go do that. I be getting like organic chicken from Myers and shit.
I'm cheap, but I like good, and it's all fresh. You can get chicken quarters for like 99 cents a pound.
So you got to make it, or it's already made?
Yeah, it's chicken
Yeah, it's like raw.
leg and chicken thigh
and
hooked.
then you make it.
Yeah,
You give it to your girl and then she'll make it.
Yeah.
or you learn
I
how
be
to
making
make it.
food, bro.
Yeah,
I be cooking.
But
but their chicken is killer,
I'm gonna go up there.
and it's inexpensive.
they don't just have chicken, by the way. Not to make a Carfagna's commercial, but
but they are
it's
good.
actually a really cool spot. Like, it's a grocery store that's got like really good products. Like, for example, I grew up loving their marinara sauce. Like, they have, I don't know how you feel about red sauce and shit, but they have really good sauces. It's like an Italian
It's
market.
called?
Carfagnas.
Carfagnas. But so it's like an Italian market grocery store. Imagine like an Italian Kroger's.
Yeah.
And then they also have a really nice liquor store, like really good shit. And then they also have a restaurant. So it's like three things in one.
How you spell it?
Carfagna.
Yeah, highly recommended by the Scheunemans.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, Bobby. You want to throw out a couple of
Well,
questions?
I do. I mean, it's a pleasure to be here. And by the way, you're looking good in that Scheuneman gear. Appreciate that.
Stone
Yeah,
Collection
just the
out
best
now.
gear
Check it
out.
out.
But we talked about art before, and I love talking about art and talking to artists, and because great artists they look at the world different, and so I'm always curious, like what turns you on about the music that you make? I mean, why do you make the music you make?
You hear me say pause? For real, like, it's like, I just make the music off of whatever I'm feeling in the moment. Because, like, a lot of people, they rap about things that they're not really doing, you feel me? But I rap about what's going on in that, like, or within that time frame of when I'm making the music, or, like, something that probably happened to me a little bit before I made the certain song, like that day of the session. Like, I just go based off what's going on in life.
So, kind of more stream of consciousness, kind of what's happening right this minute, as opposed to I'm going to sit down and think I'm going to make a song about something.
Yeah, like, it just, like, it's all about the vibe, for real. Like, because, like, even when I write music, it's like what's going on in my head, like, at that moment. But I go back to it because you never know. You might think of something new, and you can add it to, like, them other experiences that you wrote about, if you get what I'm
It
saying.
sounds like it almost like helps you like not only like through situations, but like when you're thinking about some shit, it helps you clear it out or like come to some kind of conclusion through the music.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm no rapper or artist, but there was a time where I would write music like all of the time. Like that used to be what all I wanted to do was like make music. So as far as I ever got was just writing a fuck ton of lyrics.
Yeah.
But whenever I would do that, it's almost like therapy. Like it's like clears you out mentally.
And you feel better, like, after.
Yeah.
So when you make a song, what's your process for doing that?
Shit, I smoke.
It's essential.
But I be in the bathroom. This is how I do it. Like, when I write, I smoke, sit in the bathroom, but I turn the shower on because for some reason the water is, like, relaxing. So I turn the shower on. Then as I'm listening to the beats, it's like word, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it just comes to you. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not something you gotta think about. It's like they come to you. Like, the words come to you.
I'm smiling because when you said turn the shower on, it's crazy because a lot of the art that I do, I'll get the idea while I'm taking a shower for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. If it's about the water, obviously something have to do with the water, but it does something to my head anyway that it kind of opens me up to get that gem of an idea or that piece of an idea that then I'll latch onto and want to flush out and do the art that I want to do. So that's
It's like
interesting.
The water just relaxes you for some reason.
I don't know.
It's kind of interesting because it seems a bit different for the two of you because like you turn the water on when you're not even in the shower, like you're just turning it on and it's like kind of for a vibe. But then you are coming with these ideas and thinking of art when you're in the shower.
Yeah, literally taking a shower.
If I would have just heard you without hearing what Quandot said, then I would be like, well, my theory is that it's coming to you because a shower is like a perfect example. Yeah, you're just sitting there like doing stuff that doesn't require much thought. So being in the shower is like an example of a place you're at where you're kind of forced to be alone with your thoughts and you can choose what you want to think about. So if you're feeling in a creative way, then like a shower is a good environment to come up with these ideas because you're not thinking anything else. And then also, like it also plays into this thing, and I hate to be a cliche, but like Eminem, for example, he has always talked about he writes a lot of his music. Like it sounds like a joke, but I believe he's telling the truth. He said it in interviews, but he writes a lot of his music while he's taking a shit. And it's like the same thing as being in the shower.
Hey, I ain't gonna beat you, bro. Like, that's literally what I be doing. Like, I would be taking a shit.
I heard you say I heard
I
you
turn
say
the
in the
shower on
bathroom
every
a
Yeah.
couple of times,
Yeah.
and I kind of thought maybe that's what it was
Yeah.
because, but it's the same shit. Like you're stuck in one place, and nobody's just thinking about their shit while they're taking a shit.
Well,
like
it is kind of a primal thing to, have water hitting on you, to take a shit. I mean, it's basic, and maybe that just opens some things up.
Yeah.
So when you
you're
pardon
venting
the
out.
expression, yeah.
Yeah.
But so when you write your songs, do they tend to all come out at once, or do you get like a piece of it and then just work and work and work on it?
Like, sometimes they'll come at once, and then, like,
Almost like shit.
yeah, like, sometimes they'll come.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Hey, that was funny.
Sorry, I had to.
But yeah, so look, he funny. Yeah, it comes out at once, pause, and then but sometimes it'll be like different ideas that'll come back at you. It just depends on how long you in there. You get what I'm saying?
So in your songs, are you like you'll have that basic idea,
Yeah,
and then are you coming back to play with it and refine it? And
yeah. But
And-
it's like, look, say I'm in the shower writing a song, I get the ideas, but I might take a new shit like tomorrow or some shit, and then I just be sitting there thinking, I'm like, oh, let me try to like go over that song I do. So I'll like go over it like with the words and see how it sounds, and then it'll be more ideas coming, and I just add to it like that. Like,
Yeah.
the whole objective is not me really like going back to change the song, but it's just to see how it sounds or to see if I can remember the way I was saying it. But then the new ideas like force you to damn near like put new ideas in there.
Either
So-
add to it or tweak it.
Yeah.
or-
Yeah.
so most of your songs are just kind of, they are how they are, and they come out that way, and you just let that be the statement.
Yeah, but then I started like, because at first I was just freestyling.
Because that's the nature of freestyling, right? It's just there in that moment.
Yeah, I started freestyling, but then I was like, maybe I should start writing again. Because when I was first writing, like when I first ever started rapping, it was like, bro, like them songs was just popping to like my peers. You feel me? So like when we'd go to parties, like people would be playing the songs, and like they'd be knowing the words. So I'm just like, I wonder if I start writing again, I can get that same reaction from those type vibes. Because the vibe I'm coming with now, like I'm trying to mix my old self with my new self to get like my middle self type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To come like evolve almost. Yeah, because I think the last time we talked, you were freestyling. Because I think when I interviewed you about the last album that was coming out, I think you were saying that you freestyle most of it.
Yeah.
So it's
This one
interesting
this
to
one
hear
I
you
wrote-
now
I
that
wrote
you're
half of it.
writing.
Yeah, the new one that's coming up, I wrote half of it. Or damn near all of them, besides like one song. No, 2 songs. There's 2 songs on there that I didn't write. And then that song I recorded last night, I freestyled that.
Okay.
So that's like magic to me. How in the hell do you do that?
The thoughts just be coming, bro. Like, it's like when you high and you just there, like, thoughts just come to you. I don't know how to really
Shit
explain it.
happens when you
But
high.
there's, it's not just random, because you've got the beat that's repetitive.
Yeah.
You've got the the rhythm to it. I mean, I can't fully appreciate that, but it isn't just gobbledygook coming out. It's there's a rhythm. There's a source to it, and there's a lot going on all at once to happen just immediately. How the hell do you do that?
I feel like, I don't know, it's just like how when you play basketball, you feel me? Like, like when you shoot, sometimes there's people that when you shoot, you can almost feel that the shot's going in. So something
Yeah.
like that. Like, you almost feel what's about to come to you. So like it's like you feeling something, but the thoughts start coming to your head for you to say what you're feeling.
But the difference to me is you're doing that shot, but you're also having a commentary about that shot
Yeah.
and having a description of that shot while you're all in the middle of doing it,
Yeah.
and having it be beautiful too. So there's some shots that go up that are pretty sloppy.
Yeah.
And they still might go in, but that's not the nature of at least the music that I've seen.
Yeah.
So it's amazing to me.
And like some people, like it really comes super naturally to them, like freestyling and everything. And I'm not quite sure if you had to work on this or if it comes super naturally, but yeah. So some people get it and it's just kind of in them. Like Juice WRLD, for example, he's insane at freestyling and can do it all day, every day. But then some people, it's like it's a skill that you really have to practice and a muscle you have to work on. So like you do get better at it over time.
Yeah.
And then also I was thinking like from the sounds of it, with how you make your music, trying like you're being authentic and going through your thoughts and like talking about what you're actually dealing with and going through, I feel like that must make it somewhat easier to freestyle and write, because when you're freestyling, you don't have to think twice about something if you're being authentically yourself.
And if you
with
already
your
know
thoughts.
because you already know yourself. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's the hack to it. You already know like the thing that you're talking about. You already know everything about it. Think about that.
Yeah, you just gotta be you, and it helps.
Yeah.
So when did you know that this is what you want to do?
I started rapping on accident. That's how I knew. So look, I'm in the my bro, he used to make music heavy, so I used to support him like, yeah, keep going, like try to like send his music to people, get people to listen to his music. And like one day he was just in his room, he had this girl in there, like it was him and this girl he used to talk to. And I was just like, shit, let me try that real quick. So I literally walked over to the mic. He was like, bro, you serious? I'm like, yeah. And then I made a song, bro. And like that song, I start sending it out to people. They start playing that. The song I was talking about, playing at parties. I think you talked about it in like the second interview, the 34 Drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a song.
Oh, that was your first song?
Yeah.
Oh,
that I ever
shit.
made on bro.
So how young were you then?
That was like a hook on
So I was
there.
like 19, I think.
Okay.
I think I was 19 or like,
And
I might have been
did it just?
older than that.
I mean, the bug just bit you, and
Yeah, like I literally made the song, started sending it to people, and then like 2 weeks later, I started hearing it at parties on some surprise shit.
Yeah, plus I bet people were telling you, like, bro, you got to start doing this. Because
Yeah.
if people responded to the song well like that, then I'm sure they were like, yo, you got to rap.
Literally, like they were just like, bro, I was just sending it to my friends and shit on Snapchat from high school. You feel me? Then they start fucking with it, and it started spreading over to like other schools on some like fried shit, and then more schools, and then next thing you know, they playing it at parties.
That's going to be sick when you're in high school. Like, having a bunch of your peers just fucking.
Nah, look,
with
I was
music.
out of high school. It was like going to people that was in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I was like 19, so we was like probably like 1 year or 2 years removed from high school.
Dude, I swear it's so essential. Like, getting popping in a place like high school is so cool and helpful because it spreads like wildfire. Like,
Literally.
if you are known or liked in an environment like a high school, like, that's a quick way to get like the whole youth just fucking with your shit. Like,
Yeah.
well, quick question before I ask this next question. Did you like, what kind of jobs did you work before rapping, or did you have any jobs before rapping?
Shit, I worked at KFC and
I bet you were snatching that chicken.
bro, that shit was the best job ever. Like I was literally eating chicken whenever I wanted. That shit.
Dude, I was the same way at McDonald's, dude. It's painfully easy.
I worked at City Trends too. That shit was fun. I fucked with City Trends and like a Goodwill for like a week.
I did community service at a Goodwill.
Yeah, Goodwill was cool though. I fucked with it, but I don't know.
I met a fucking attempted murderer at Goodwill. You meet some interesting people there.
My last job was I was working at like a warehouse. I was like 20 something, but that was like my last job, bro. I was like 20 something.
warehouses are not
Not
super
even 20
fun.
something, because I don't want to say like I'm 30 years old or nothing.
Yeah, nah.
But I was like 20 years old. Type shit. I'm 25 now. You feel me?
So lots of people think they can rap, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of people like when I listened to the music that I was making at first, like I'd be like, damn, that shit was ass, but some like people really thought that shit was good. Type shit back
So
then.
so yeah, as you look back, what's different about you or how you do your music now than kind of when, because it sounds like you just sort of stumbled into it
Yeah,
and obviously had talent and skills and people liked it. And is your music different to you now? Not just different songs, but different in the way that you go about it, different in the way that what your expectations are of what you create.
yeah. I feel like when I first started rapping, like, cause it's a lot of thinking when you first start because you just now starting it. You feel me? So you trying to like figure everything out. But once I start like keep going and perfecting the craft, like it's like started to become easier to me.
So how do you do that? What do you do to get better?
You just gotta keep going to the stew or like trying new sounds, like tweaking with your voice. Like I watch a lot of other artists, you feel me, just to see like, dang, maybe I can do like a little pinch of that or a little pinch of that. You feel me? And then I just put it into my shit. Like different methods of how you make the music, you get what I'm saying?
So are you working on your music every day?
Well, this tape, because for real, I had took a little break for some reason. Like, I don't know. I was just not fucking with the music, you feel me, for some reason. But
You
then,
got to be refreshed and want to do it, you know?
yeah. And then I just got, like, super motivated because I'm like, damn, like, I'm really, like, hard with this shit. So I gotta take it full-fledged. So, like, now I'm, like, full-fledged with this shit.
Because at least it's been my experience to get good at something.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have some talent, you have to have some skills, but you also have to have some self-discipline to hone your craft.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious as to, kind of what you do to keep getting better.
Shit, I be in that bathroom a lot.
Well, you could only shit so much,
Yeah,
though.
well, luckily, we got to shit every day, so that helps.
I be in that bathroom, and, like, every time I get in the bathroom, it's like, that's when my thoughts unlock. Damn.
Just practice.
Yeah, if you just keep like practicing, trying new shit, like you gonna get better at it. Cause you can't be the same your whole life. You feel me?
Yeah. No,
Eventually.
you got to evolve. And it sounds like that's what you've been doing.
Yeah, that bathroom helped me.
That's awesome.
When you get your first rapper match, you have to make sure it's a nice bathroom.
Yeah, big bathroom guy. The thinking bathroom.
Yeah.
But
bathroom
keep it
that's the
pure,
shit for the shit.
because that's another thing. Like when people start to have success, sometimes they
Lazy.
they get lazy, or they can kind of distance themselves from kind of the purity of what made them great.
Yeah.
So that's a challenge too, right? Success has its own challenge.
Sometimes you do get like other distractions, but it's like you just always gotta know like we got you there. You feel me?
Yeah. Plus, I mean, I'm sure we can all relate to this, but like when you want something so bad, like with you wanting to like be successful as an artist and continue to be able to like make music and support yourself with it, and like with me like wanting so badly to have the clothing and the podcast be successful, then the thing that comes next is wanting to improve and wanting to be better and like setting goals for yourself to grow. And I think with that need and desire to like live out your dream, that comes with the ambition to really work on it, because that like you're not just gonna get your dream not working on it.
And most people get knocked down a few times in the pursuit of their goals, and it's that ability and willingness to get up after things don't go exactly your way.
Can you think of any, not to cut you off, but can you think of any like times that it really did feel like hard to continue, or a time you got like knocked down where it was like shit, I like it almost becomes easy to want to just stop or something?
Yeah, like at the beginning, like I was like probably like 2 years in. But then it's like after that year, bro, I don't know, like good things just kept happening. And like everything I was literally like speaking into existence was literally happening type shit. I was surprised.
So like at the 2 year mark, you started to feel like it was slowing or plateauing, but then you just kept with it, and then shit started to come back around and
Yeah, like
go up again.
Start getting real like what I was imagining. You feel me? Like I still have thoughts in my head. Like it's a thought that I have in my head all the time. Like I'm sitting down. I don't know if I'm in a club or like a strip club or something. I'm just sitting down on like a chair, but everything's going on, right?
Yeah,
I'm just there like it's like I'm zoned in. Like, I don't really see like what's going on around me, but it's like hella shit going on. Like,
yeah.
and I just like, damn, I really made it.
It's so funny you say that because I have a really similar thought. Me and my brother, who I do the clothes with, like, we want to like move to Florida here soon, and like continue to build the brand there and like grow the company and everything. And I always envision him and I like it's like standing on a balcony, like a high rise apartment balcony or some shit, like looking out over the beach or the city at night, and just like looking back on like now or hard times or like just the whole process and being like shit, like we really got here and did it.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of creatives have had like they've got to relate to a similar thought like that, because when you said that I almost knew where you were going with it immediately, because I think about that a lot, like being able to get to the place where you can look back and take a breath and be like shit, like all of this got me here.
Oh, bro, that's what I'm. And I know that moment, that shit coming, bro.
Yeah,
I can feel it. Like, and every time I think about it, it's like I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to that moment.
that's good to hear. Yeah, I feel you, dude. I was curious about something. I might have asked you this before, but I can't remember if I got like a full answer or if I asked it at all. But and stop me if I'm wrong, but like, well, first of all, I know for a fact because you've put it out. Like, you have a couple of like crazy artists that you've worked with and
Yeah.
like vaulted features, and I'm just curious about like what that was like that like what we were just talking about, like that's got to be like that had to have felt great
Yeah,
because it's
bro.
like achieving a goal to work with an artist
And
as
that's when
high.
I started like getting those type feelings. Like I'd be like, damn, like I'm almost close to sitting on that couch that I was talking about.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
And, like
that's
I really made it. You feel me?
for people who don't know what I'm talking about. Like, okay, for example, right now you do have a song out with Lil Keed,
Yeah.
which like to me is insane. I don't know, like some people, if you're not into rap as much, it might not mean as much, but like to me and you, that shit's crazy because he's like a big artist, and I love his music, and I'm sure you do too. And so
But that shit was literally like that day. That shit was crazy, but bro was like genuine with it. Like that's why I fuck with bro, because like he wasn't on no like Hollywood shit. Like
yeah.
he like, you feel me, genuine with that shit, bro.
Well, I'd love to hear how that date went. Like,
So shit, this is crazy, bro. Like this whole day was crazy. So I'm with my bro, shoot him. Like,
shoot him up.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we chilling. We in Cali too, by the way. Pull up to the stew. It's like, but you wouldn't even know if it's a studio there, but it's like,
I was just talking about that yesterday at the studio we were at. Like, hella rap studios would
Sonic
just be
Lounge
in the
type shit,
cut.
yeah. Bro. So it's a big black gate. They open the gate. I walk in. But the first person I literally see is Young Thug.
Jesus Christ.
I told you that was my idol type shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro.
Free Thug, by the way.
Like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, I'm just like, damn, like, I ain't really say nothing for like a whole like hour, gang, on some fry shit. I
Yeah.
was just observing shit, because I'm like, damn, I'm really like around.
So he was there for an hour. He wasn't just like on his way
the
out.
whole day.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus.
that's his stew. Like, even when I was recording the song with Keith, like, he was there type
Did
shit.
you know that was his studio?
Yeah, like, shoot him, like, had told me, like, you feel me?
Okay.
But I ain't think, like, damn, I was just gonna see Young Thug type shit.
Yeah.
So he there, feel me? Then Lil Gotti comes out, feel me? Key come out, like, no shirt and shit on surprise.
Jesus
He
Christ.
chopping it over, shoot him, like, introducing me type shit. And then like 10 minutes later, Gunna pulls up.
By the way, Dad, these are like insane artists. Like,
yeah, so Gunna pull up. Feel me? All right, they all in the circle chopping it up. So Key, like, oh, I go to the studio. Like, come on, me, him, and shoot him. We go in there, type shit. Like, just so happened that day, nigga, I had like money in my pocket. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I never walk around with money, but I'm like, bro, recording and shit. I tell shoot, I'm like, bro, how much you think, bro, charge me for a feature? I ain't gonna say the amount because you feel me. I don't want to like.
yeah, I feel you.
Shit, but
No pocket watching.
yeah, like he said the price, and that exact price that he said, I had in my pocket. That shit,
Like no more, no less.
the exact amount. Bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I'm like, shit, come on, let's go. He like, all right, send me some songs. I send him 2 songs. It's pick between. He like, he heard the first song. He didn't even listen to the second song. He was like, yeah, this is the one right here, bro. But he didn't smoke at that time or nothing. All he did was like drink and shit. Like he was
Shit.
he
I
was
didn't even
drinking,
know he had a phase where he wasn't smoking. I
was
just
drinking
figured he did.
some type of wine or something, bro.
Ha!
It
Little
wasn't like
keto.
no hard alcohol or nothing.
See, that's a little fun fact that I think is interesting to know, that you were in the studio with Little Key while he was drinking wine.
Yeah, bro, ain't smoke or nothing, bro.
But it speaks to their feelings toward you, their respect for your work,
Yeah,
and that's got to feel good.
yeah, and that's why I was like, damn, I'm really like there. So, bro, listen to the song. He doesn't even listen to the second one because he like the first one is like it, like it's hard, like
Yeah.
he can feel it, type shit.
I'm trying to remember. That wasn't Stephanie. That was
Yeah, it's called Stephanie,
Okay, I'm mixing it up with Miss Caroline or
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline. Okay, yeah, I get those two mixed up all the time.
So he literally recorded his verse in like 10 minutes. And then he like, bro, I fuck with you, bro. He was like, where your phone at? Let's make a video type shit. And then that video that I don't know if I ever showed you it, but we made that video.
I don't think I have
not
seen
not a
it.
video to the song, but like a little Instagram.
Yeah, like a little like Instagram clip type shit.
Yeah, and then
If you have that, you should send me like a screenshot or something so I can put it on here.
it's on TikTok too. It's on my TikTok been going viral on some like crazy shit for some reason.
Dude, so when you approached him about how like him hopping on one of your songs, like this might just be my nervous brain thinking, but like were any of the other artists around him, or did you get him did you catch him?
He was he was already recording. Like he told us like, come on, I'm about to go record. So like me and shoot him followed him in the studio. You feel me? And he starts like listening to beats and stuff. And then he walked out because I think like somebody called him to come do something. So he walked out. And that's when I asked shoot him. I'm like, shit, what you think, bro? Charge me for a feature. He was like, hold on, I'm about to ask him. He asked him, and I literally had that amount in my pocket.
That's insane.
Literally.
So did Shoot 'Em work with any of the artists that day, or did you just
Shoot 'Em got hella songs with Key, but not that day. But I don't know because after I recorded it, I had to go get some more. I had to go get some money from.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I left, but Shoot 'Em stayed at the studio, so he might have recorded with bro like after that. You feel me?
So, like, would and if this is a weird question, you just let me know. But is Little Key the first artist you would have wanted to approach? I mean, obviously Young Thug is probably like the number one pick, but
I feel like the Key,
other than Young Thug, is Little Key the first person you would want, or
I feel like it made more sense for what I was doing at that time.
Sorry.
I feel like because it made more sense for what I was doing at that time.
Yeah.
It's that you can see on there. It's like the third video.
Love you, Keith. Miss you till this day.
Yeah, it's cool that he would do that. Like, cause it's, some artists could big dog
say,
you and just
"Fuck
be
it,"
like do the verse and leave, But it seems like he was kicking it and like he didn't have to do a video.
Bro.
But, geez, damn. So, but at the time that you were recording the song with Little Key, were like, what is it? Is Lil Gotti? You said?
Lil Got It.
Yeah, Lil Gotti. I'm always worried I'm gonna mispronounce that shit. I used to get Quavo and Quavo mixed up. But so were they still there or?
Yeah, they was all outside. Like
Okay,
the studio got like hella different rooms, but they was
Yeah,
like
I
outside chilling. Because you remember I told you like when we first pulled up, like everybody was just outside.
Okay.
Chilling and shit.
Yeah, that's where I got confused because when you said you saw Young Thug when you were walking in, I pictured that as like he passed you leaving or something. But okay, that's wild, dude. Do you get nervous in that situation?
Nah, cause I feel like that's what I signed up for. Like this is what I was trying to do. So
Yeah, but like, there's no part of you that's like starstruck at all.
not starstruck, but I just be like sometimes in disbelief. Like damn, I'm really here. Like it's a lot of people that literally want to be where I'm at right now.
Yeah. No, I wish I
Same
was
room
better
type
at
shit.
that.
You feel me? So I was just like,
I wish I was better at that, because like, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. Even meeting like you and Crash, like, because it was my first. It was probably a bit of a step up for like interview wise. Like even meeting you guys for the first time, and honestly, just it's a flaw of my own. But like people in general, meeting them for the first time, I get a bit of nerve. So I was just I'm
you
imagining
get like a little tingle.
yeah, like, and in your situation, I don't know how. I probably would have forced myself to do it, but it would have been difficult for me to approach.
And you gotta think I'll be smoking too.
Yeah,
So, like,
exactly.
That helps you like calm down. But like
When you got a tolerance, but if you didn't have a tolerance, that shit would fuck you up.
bro, shoot him though. But he introduced me to a lot of people, bro. Like he introduced me to Chris Brown and shit. Like that shit was probably the craziest day of my life. Like
I was trying. I DM'd shoot him up when he was on the radar recently,
Yeah.
and I DM'd him. I was trying to get people to like comment on his shit and like tag him, cause I was like, bro, I gotta get him and like gotta get some like photo shoot or like get him on a guest or something.
yeah.
But no luck there. But we'll see.
But nah, yeah, I'll call him or something, bro.
I'm not trying to be like, yo, dude,
I'm gonna
hook
tap
me
him.
up. But
He probably ain't see it, bro. He be happy.
oh no, yeah, because he's getting bigger and bigger by the year. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, shit, if it happens, it happens. But I ain't trying to be like, yo, hook me up. But
Nah, but bro introduced me to a lot of people. Like that's a solid guy, gang.
At this point, what year was this?
Shit, it's like
Because I'm trying to remember.
a year
Like,
and a
was
half
Drip
ago,
or
like,
Drown out at this
2023,
time?
bro. Oh, when I did this song with Keed,
Yeah.
it was 2021, I think. Or
Okay.
2022. I think it's 2022.
Oh wow, yeah. So they're stars. They're all
It
stars.
was like after Wavy, like the song with Travis Scott and shit.
Oh okay.
Yeah, like
yeah.
right, like
That
after
helps
that. type
because I was wondering. I was like, Gunna is like kind of new, so I
Oh
wasn't
no!
sure if
At that time, Gunna was huge. Like, yeah, at that time he was huge, bro.
2020. Yeah.
I think Surf. I don't know if Surf was out. Yeah, Surf was out.
Hot.
No, not Surf. The song that they did with the dance. Like, yeah,
Was Hot out?
yeah.
Gosh, dude. Yeah, that's still insane to me. And then, am I wrong? Didn't you say you were in the studio with Chris Brown?
Nah, I was at his house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it wasn't he like not there?
Nah, he was there, bro.
Oh, okay.
Cause look, so they was throwing some like invite only like pool party or some shit just for like their gang type shit, OHB.
Yeah.
But Shoot 'em like locked in with them, so like I was just with Shoot 'em again, like we were just chilling.
Shoot him
like-
got the invite.
Yeah, them like he fuck with them type shit, like
Damn.
he fuck with bro, like heavy type shit. So we just chilling at my crib, smoking and shit. He like shit, we about to go to CB's crib. So I called the driver.
My dumbass would be like, "All right, who's CB?" I'd be like,
Yeah.
you pull out like, "What the fuck?"
Shit, I called my driver dude named Gio in Cali.
Yeah.
Came and picked us up, dropped us off there, and then met Chris Brown. Like, bro was cool too. He wasn't on no Hollywood shit. Like, genuine dude. Like, bro was like chopping it up. And then what's even crazier, bro, after that, like 2 days later, I went to like this party. Like Diddy was having a party at his crib.
Yeah.
And Chris Brown walked in and he remembered me. Like the first person, like he just came straight up to me, was like, "Oh, what's good with you, bro?" Like,
Yeah, that's
like,
nice.
I was like, "Damn, what the fuck?" Then I introduced him to my bro Rob. I like, "This is my homie Rob," type shit. And he shook his hand too. Probably shit.
Damn, that's.
That was like a wild week. But Shootem wasn't even with me at the Diddy party. Like that was just some other shit that.
This was all in the same week, wasn't it? Like the little kid and
Nah, the
then.
Lil Keed shit was a year before the Chris Brown shit.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
that's
that's
how that
nuts,
shit went,
dude.
bro. Like that shit was just. In
So-
Cali, bro, that you can meet. Like you literally will meet anybody, bro. It's crazy shit.
That's
bro.
why, like, I used to like really want to go to Cali like when I was like a younger teenager,
Yeah.
and I still would like to go. It's decreased a bit just because of everything I hear about, like,
Like yeah,
it's
I feel
fucked
you.
up over there.
But it's like, bro, the that shit only happen like, bro, if you like trying to just be just super flashy and shit. But like, if you just mind your business, doing your own thing, you gonna be cool, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I just be chilling. Like, I don't be trying to be flashy or all this.
I guess what I mean is like I don't think you run into too many problems visiting there, but like what I mean is I used to like want to live there. Now I would not want to live there just because
I don't know
of
if
how
it's
shit
a
is.
living thing. Like,
But
'cause it's like you gotta always be on your, like, anywhere you gotta be on your toes, but like there you gotta be on it like extra.
Oh yeah, and it's also just expensive as fuck. The rules there are shitty. Like that's really what it is, and like
But like networking wise, but that shit is like
It's
where people need to go.
top tier. Yeah,
Cause you can meet anybody, like, bro, anytime, no cap. Like, any party you go to, you're bound to meet somebody, bro.
yeah. I mean, all you have to do is have that like that end to the party. But then once you're at the party, you're good. That shit. I wonder if how close Atlanta is to like like when LA was like at its peak.
Yeah.
I wonder how close, like, because now it's probably a bit less. I wonder if Atlanta is getting close to that level because it's a
Hell no.
smaller city.
Yeah, they got a lot of people out there too, but bro, it's like Cali. Like, this is the crazy thing. Even the people from Atlanta, you can see them in Cali. The people in Cali, you can't see them in Atlanta. You get what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
Type shit.
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
Like, bro, that shit is literally like crazy. Like, it's like a video game almost.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay.
There's a reason they got GTA based there.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Literally, and that shit on GTA, it literally looks just like that. No cap.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, well, I'm about to experience this with the new Grand Theft Auto because when I'm living in Florida, that shit's gonna be there. But I always thought when I was a kid, like playing Grand Theft Auto, I was like, it'd be so cool to go to Cali and see these little like icons and these like landmarks because you can kind of, not really, but you can kind of make your way around if you played the game enough, I guess.
Yeah.
But like the Santa Monica Pier and shit, but. Just a random question because I'm a little curious. Like, is there a reason that you held on to that song for a minute, or like?
Yeah, 'cause I was just waiting to catch the right vibe. Like, when I pick out tapes, like, the vibe got to be right. Type shit.
That's true. I feel like it would be kind of slightly ignorant.
I ain't want to just
like
rush
release it as soon as you get it.
Yeah, when I could plan on it some more and like it could be bigger if I sit and plan on it. You feel me?
Yeah, because it was a solid addition to the album that it was on, and I feel like it fit with that album as well.
Like this new one, it wouldn't fit on there.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So do you have like lots and lots of songs that are just kind of in the closet right now waiting to come?
Yeah, I got like 1,000 songs.
How many?
Like 1,000.
Yeah, it's
like
insane.
From the time I started making music,
1,000 songs.
like unreleased. I probably got more because it'd be songs I'd be forgetting about, bro. I got like
and like on other phones,
all recorded and put away.
Yeah, like
And
emails and shit. On my
so are those like one-offs that are like freestyle, or are those ones that you come up with and then you
1,000, probably 990 of them are freestyles.
So boom, you do it in 10 minutes, it's done.
Yeah, and I tweak it up with the ad-libs. You feel me? Fix it up.
Yeah, because I don't.
There's work you do after it.
Like a lot of rappers will go to the studio and record like 15 songs sometimes. They're like not 15, but like it's not uncommon to go to the studio and record more than one song.
Yeah, I don't use the whole time on one song.
Yeah,
that blows my mind that you can just boom, knock it out and
It's that weed, man.
creative juice.
But I guess it's just because it's so different from kind of my way. I don't do music, but the art that I do is refine.
Yeah.
It's really physical and like you got you're building.
Well, yeah, and yeah, but so it's kind of blows my mind. Not kind of, it does blow my mind to think that you can just. And when I say just, I don't mean to minimize that.
Yeah.
It's like that's unbelievable that you have the ability to do that and have it be something of quality.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's something I've slowly realized, like interviewing artists a lot, is that like I never knew before the podcast how many artists will have like so many songs in the vault. Like it's crazy. I used to think like artists like released what they had and like didn't have other music. Like, but now, like the artists that like the names that you know, there's like after all these interviews, like they for sure have like thousands or hundreds of songs in the bank.
So what do you suppose it is about you that you're able to do that?
Shit, you just get high as hell.
But I mean, not everybody, but lots of people get high and they can't do that.
There's a special creative
Like
bone in your
train
body.
yourself, like when you get high, to get to that. It's like a certain mode you unlock.
Well, I do have to ask this one. Do you prefer recording or working a concert?
Makes sense. Shit, I'm kind of like shy, so I like recording, but I'm starting to like not get shy no more. So like, if you throw a show and like hella people came to see you, why would you be shy if they're there to see you type shit? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like, I just
It's also crazy that you say that because like I would consider myself shy, and that's what I was talking about with like the walking up to Lil Keed or being at parties with Chris Brown and all that shit. Like that's some real like I would be uncomfortable, but you seem to roll with that easily. So
Yeah, because it's just like once you like meet them, and they're not like dickheads or nothing. Like it's like shit, cool. It's like meeting a new person, and you be like, damn. Like say you know how me and you met, right?
Yeah.
Like I was like, damn, this dude cool, and you was like, damn, this dude cool. It's like shit like that.
Yeah, it comes to certain people easier than others, but like yeah, I feel like I get comfortable as soon as I get like 5 minutes in.
Yeah,
Like, after 5 minutes, I'm cool, but like I feel like in those first 5 minutes, I'm always like,
yeah, you
I
just
can't
observing
say something
shit.
stupid, or does this guy like think this or what?
You just people think what they think. You just got to go with it.
I have this issue of doubting myself when in social situations
But-
sometimes. Meanwhile, I'm like recording podcasts every week, but
You know how though you can sense, and nobody's perfect with this every time, but you know how you can sense if someone is listening to you, if they're showing you respect. People know when you're showing them respect versus when you're full of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get fooled, but I think most of the time people sense that. And if if you come at somebody honest and just be who you are, then if they're a decent person, then it's all good, But either way, I think if you just
Dude got all that milk on him, he right.
I was gonna ask like so how many do you have performances under your belt, or have you yet to perform, or?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, what am I saying? You obviously performed at Ohio Fest, but like,
Shit, I've done like probably 5 total shows the whole time I've been rapping, but 3 of them were sold out.
I'll definitely because that video you just showed me that what am I saying? I forgot.
Smoke show. It was a
You
smoke show.
filled that shit up. So yeah, and I remember now. I'm remembering in our first interview, you were telling me like you had your own kind of show that you were trying to like do continuously, like the smoke show, and yeah, I think you kill it with the performance. And whenever you have one next, I'll definitely pop out and get some performance pictures
Smoke
and
Show
shit.
3 right now.
What's up?
I'm planning to do Smoke Show 3. I just need the perfect like the venue gotta be like the vibe.
Dude,
I want an
I don't
underground vibe.
I don't know if to do performances here, but I'll talk with them. I have a really good idea for a spot.
Is it like a warehouse?
Yeah, it's like industrial vibe.
That's what I want.
So I will talk to them and see if they would do that. Because I know for a fact you can rent the space, but typically they do like photo shoots there. But if they would be cool with like a intimate, should I move this?
Yeah.
I don't care if it gets eaten, but I don't know if they're supposed to have it. But yeah, like I'll talk with them because I'm just imagining it now. Like especially with that vibe you showed me in that video, it would just be sick. So I'll put you in touch with the spot, and then I'll see about talking to them and see if they're down to have a performance there.
Yeah.
Cause that'd be great.
Cause you can show them that, and then they gonna see like, damn, he can bring people to our establishment. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. And either like, and I'm sure you can work out some way where you get a cut of this, but like I'm sure something that would push them to allow it is like they could get some sort of money from the admission, and then
bro.
you get some sort of money from the admission, and then like you probably have to pay for the space, but like
Yeah, we can do it.
yeah, that'd be sick.
Be good. I know I can feel it up. You feel me? So it's just about the place where it's at.
Yeah, then you just got to do like a smoke show tour kind of thing. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's great to hear. I definitely had a good time with this third one, and think I will have the audio this time.
Yeah.
So we'll have to have you back on again, especially with this beautiful music video idea we've got cooking. We'll be in touch with that. But I wanted to do you have anything else that you want to promote? Anything you want the people to know before we head out? Let them know about the album and all that.
Yeah, I got an album coming on the 24th of February. Got a video with Bob coming soon.
Hell yeah! Another video that am I in that?
Yeah, you're in that.
I think I peeked in for a scene unexpectedly.
Yeah,
I hope he
Julian
gets
in
that
there.
shot that we talked about, because that.
Oh, with the flip it over to you.
Yeah. I was not ready for anything else, but then once we came up with that idea, I was like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be sick. So videos coming soon. Walk Hard music coming soon. Album. That's an album, not a mixtape or EP, right?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. And then hopefully Smoke Show 3 soon too.
Yes, sir.
Lot going on.
Yeah, hell yeah. So yeah, check out his music now. Go listen to what's out. Go listen to that Little Keith song. Go listen to Smoke So Much Dope, the album. Go listen to 34 Drugs, all that shit. He's got some amazing music on all platforms. Good videos out. Follow him on Instagram. That'll be in the description of the video. Scheuneman brand, as far as we are going, we got the Stone collection out now. Beautiful collection, high quality materials, all made in Italy, with a beautiful story behind it. Go check that out. You will love what you get.
Soft.
Yeah, everything, you'll love how it feels. There's a sweatshirt in there, the Artistic Vision sweatshirt, to be specific, that you put that on, and I don't think you can stop yourself from buying it. And a lot of the things are like that. I mean, Dot just got himself a hoodie just simply because, I mean, you like the design, not to speak for you, but also he threw it on and he's like, oh, this shit's great.
Yeah.
So go check it out. ScheunemanBrand.com, the Stone collection, brand new. We've got some stuff coming. Obviously, new episodes every week on Monday. And like, comment, subscribe. And we've got got a couple projects in the works. I don't want to spill too many beans, but I think we got like a bit of a documentary maybe coming soon. I think we've got maybe some sales going on soon. We've got
Stuff in the pipeline.
music video maybe. That's a little tidbit for people.
Friends.
Yeah, that's coming too. I just realized that. You're a part of that too. Holy shit. All right. Well, this has been a fun one. We'll see you guys next week.
And Marquise will be back.
Yeah, Marquise will be back. Love you. Stay safe. Peace.